everybody, to the Valkence Family Podcast, episode number 7. Like, holy fuck, number 7. Valkence being the creator-first organization situated around gaming, lifestyle, entertainment, all the fun things. I am your host, LadyEverity, with my co-host, Bite Me 117.
Yo.
And yeah, so today we're kind of going off script, and Matt's gonna have to deal with it, because we're gonna have fun, and we're just gonna talk about some fun stuff that we've been thinking about. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I can't wait to get into some topics today. Also, I want to point out, guess what just opened?
Oh no, did OBS just open?
OBS just opened.
Of course it did. I told you. You have to beat it into submission with Streamlabs.
I'm gonna go ahead and X that out.
Don't need that anymore.
Need that anymore, and hope to fuck that the other thing's still recording. Yep, we're good. All right. But yeah, I'm doing great today. How are you?
Fantastic. And we're finally bringing you our lovely faces.
Yes.
You've had our voices, now here's our faces. So
yeah.
So enjoy that.
Yeah. Had to bring in our faces. Had to be a thing.
We're too beautiful to hide, so. And you get me drinking my lovely tea in the morning.
That is true. Also, I'm sorry. I'm looking here and I'm seeing skipped frames detected 26%.
Oh no.
No, I'm pretty sure that's just what happened when OBS opened up on top of Streamlabs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we're good now. I think. I'm gonna hope that we're good now. Again, my internet has been entirely chatting lately, so.
That is absolutely, because it's been months and they haven't fixed that.
Officially since August 6th or 8th, it's been completely toast.
That's crazy.
They replaced my modem, they replaced the line from the road to my house, and the last thing they have to do is replace my cable cord, so I'm hoping that works. Also, hopefully things are gonna go well, because I'm still getting skipped frames detected.
It's all good. Worst case scenario, this ends up being voice only, and we'll figure that out next time.
True, fair enough. So, for our beginning topic here, what just hear me out.
Yes.
Aliens.
Aliens.
No.
Aliens are real, and I will fight you if you disagree.
Nah, fucking. I had quite an interesting conversation in stream yesterday, and I decided to ask everybody, like, if you could, would you go up? Would you go to space if you had the chance? Would you go up?
I would absolutely go up.
I would go up in no time.
It would freak me the fuck out, but I would totally go.
I'd rather go up than down, that's all I gotta say.
Yes. I think, and this is gonna sound horrible, but the things that can kill you in space, I think will kill you faster than the things that will kill you in the ocean. So, if you're gonna go, up is...
I put it in my head, if you're gonna go, you may as well go in a place where not very many humans have gone.
It's true. I mean, and I think
the bottom of the ocean is another good one too. But still, I'm sticking with space.
Yeah, at least space. Like we know enough, we've seen enough that we can kind of travel as safely as possible. There's parts of the ocean that we can't go to yet because we don't have the technology. Like the pressures of the ocean will kill you. So
yeah.
we can't get there. The only thing stopping us in space is time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because there's a lot of it.
There is a lot of it. There is a lot of it. It was awesome because we had it was a cool argument in chat between what would be either scarier or harder to traverse. And for me, obviously, the ocean would be a hell of a lot harder because the further you go down, the more atmospheric pressure you got, it's just going to keep getting denser and denser until you're crushed.
Mhm.
And space has no atmosphere. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're at zero, so you're pretty free to float around there without having the fear of some giant fucking thing swallowing you. Or maybe there is something big out there that could swallow you. I don't know.
Black holes. Black holes will definitely swallow you if you get too close.
There you go. There you go.
But that's the thing, though. Like, the entire ocean is basically a black hole. Like, you have the pressures of the ocean and everything. But, like, the closer you get to a black hole, the gravity will pull you in, and then, like, it'll also crush you. So, like, there's, obviously theories about, if you go through a black hole, what's on the other end. But right now, we can't, because nothing can enter a black hole without getting crushed to bits.
Have you heard of spaghettification?
It sounds familiar, but refresh my memory.
It is where, if you're getting close to a black hole, say you're approaching the event horizon, in a spacesuit, if your feet are closer to the black hole, that's going to be the first to start going. And it's just going to slowly stretch you until you are literally spaghetti. By the time it gets to your head, you're going to be spaghetti. And then once you reach the singularity, you're nothing.
I didn't know it had a name, but yeah, like the time dilation when you get closer to a black hole is what causes that. Like,
yeah. And to the observant from far away, it'll look like you crossed the event horizon but never entered. And it'll look like you're just floating there forever, basically. Yeah.
Black holes are creepy and crazy. I think that's the only thing I'm truly afraid of in space, like getting caught in one. Because once you're caught, you're fucked. Like, once you're in the accretion disk, like, there's no getting out.
I was gonna say, once you're in the accretion disk, you're fried to a crisp anyways, because there's so much matter going around the black hole, like, so quickly that it's incredibly hot. You're just gonna fry anyways.
Yeah.
So
it was fun. I did a report on black holes when I was in like 6th grade, so they fascinate the fuck out of me.
Oh, ever since I watched Interstellar and I seen the accretion disk in that movie, I was like, man, this is cool. Have you seen that movie?
I did. I saw it twice. The first time I didn't appreciate it. It was very slow paced. It kind of annoyed me. I was just like, let's get to the point. And then, like, once I watched it again, I could more appreciate it for like what it did.
I agree.
So it was definitely a good movie.
Yeah, it took me 2-3 attempts actually to get through it, but once I got to the good stuff, I was like, oh my god, why didn't I keep watching? This is crazy. Did you know they literally made an entire scientific like discovery and thing for that movie? Like, they made that model of the black hole, Gargantua, like scientists like ran it through a computer, and that's what it spit out.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that was specifically made for the movie and the scientific community.
That's cool.
Which is really cool. I like it. I thought it was awesome. I was like, damn, all right. They've been doing their homework. And just all the stuff of no sound in space and the scale of everything. Yeah, it was awesome. They did a really good job on that movie. For those of you who have not seen Interstellar, I highly suggest it. Like Lauren said, it's slow paced. It's kind of hard to get into in the beginning, but once you start getting to the heavy stuff, it gets heavy.
Yeah. I think they spend too much time harping on the whole, time difference. Like, the closer you get to the black hole, like 50 years or something passed for the guy up in the spaceship, and down on the planet, like an hour had passed for them. Like, they definitely reiterate that, I think, too much. I think people would have just, they understood it. Okay, we don't have to keep reminding everybody, like, this is a thing. But other than that, it was good.
I thought it was really cool. Yeah. I thought it was really cool. Like, yeah, that one scene blew me away where they they land, whatever. Spoilers, by the way, to whoever have not watched Interstellar. But go and watch it because it's awesome. Words can't describe it. When they land on the planet, and like for them, that water planet, that person landed on that planet like years and years and years and years and years ago for them. But when they landed on the planet, because it was so close to the black hole, the time dilation, for them, she would have crashed and just died minutes ago,
Yeah.
relative to anywhere else. That was really cool to me. I was like, damn, that's heavy. That's
Like,
crazy.
relativity in general, and this is becoming a lot more science than I think we anticipated, but like
Don't worry,
someone
we'll get into
who
the fun stuff.
like even people on just on Earth, like velocity and time, like someone on a train, the person on the train is experiencing different time than the person on the platform.
Yeah.
Like it's that much. It's not a lot of difference. Obviously, it's not like, hours or minutes, but like, the perception is different because you are going faster. So the faster you travel, the slower time is for you as compared to the person not traveling.
Everybody else. Yeah.
Like relativity is awesome.
I think it's awesome too.
It blew my mind when I was in 6th grade because like time was that one thing for me that was like a constant, just like an hour is an hour. And then I learned in, astronomy, no, an hour is not an hour anymore. Like
you were in astronomy. Wait, what?
Part of our 6th grade science curriculum was astronomy. My school was good. My school was good. I had good schooling.
I'm glad to be reassured that mine was fucking shit. Literally. Oh my god. I didn't learn nothing in school. Like, literally, basically nothing.
No, my school was...
Once I got out of school, then I started learning everything. Like, then I was curious. Then I started doing my own research and doing everything else and just learning shit on my own. Because teachers don't have time for the kids that need the most help. They're just like, the smart kid needs help. All right, let's give him all the help he needs and get him going. Oh, the guy that's struggling, fuck him. He can figure it out. That's basically how it was.
I think they're trying to fix it. I mean, obviously, I've mentioned several hundred times that I work in a school system, and I know that there's a lot of one-on-one support now for students that need a little bit more attention. So I think they're trying to fix that. I think.
Well, that's good because if I had the chance to take astronomy in school, oh my gosh, that I wouldn't have left that field. I would have chased that until the end of my time.
Yeah, no, we had a whole astronomy club. We had an actual like top of the line, state of the art telescope on top of the clock tower that they'd meet at night and look at the stars, and it was really cool.
I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
I'm sorry, I'm bragging, but like it was just, if you have those opportunities, like you have to take them because they're just so amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree. I got lucky one day, and there was a comet that passed by the Earth, and I can't remember how long it takes to go around the solar system. I think it was 6,000 years or something like that. Once every 6,000 years, this thing will come around, and I was coming back from the beach with friends, and another buddy randomly came out of nowheres with like this $800 telescope in the back of his car. And he's like, guys, there's a comet like that's only here once every like 6,000 years. Like, you guys want to come check it out? And immediately I was like, where is this? Like, I gotta see it. Let's check it out. So went and checked it out, and it was the farthest thing that I've ever seen. Like, and you could really actually clearly see it. It was this big green ball, but you could see the ice trail coming off of it from from the sun heating up the comet, and all the ice coming off, so you could see the trail and everything. It was probably one of the coolest things that I've seen through a telescope. Actually, that would be the coolest thing I've seen through a telescope, hands down. I even got a picture of it on my phone somehow. Can't see much, but you can see it.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Share it when we're done. Definitely share it. Because I love that shit.
I can do that, actually. I put the phone camera in the telescope and took the picture, and it actually worked. So...
That's cool.
I was surprised. I was surprised. It was very cool. So... we both want to go up. But... we both don't want to go down.
Okay, so here's the thing with down. Growing up, like, I was fascinated with the ocean. You know, I grew up watching, you know, shows like Sequest and, like, all these things where, you know, ocean exploration it looked very cool.
Yeah.
And then, I went on vacation with my family, went snorkeling among the reefs. It was gorgeous. It was pretty. It was happy. I was just, you know, following along and delighting in the ocean. And then I got to the part where the shelf just dropped. And it was just open water. And it was dark. And I freaked the fuck out. And that moment I knew that this was not a path for me. That was like, oh, okay. That's open water. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would do the same. I'd pull a complete 180 and I'd be scared shitless.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If I'm gonna go exploring the ocean, like I would do it, given all the right circumstances and equipment, and you know, but I would be horrified. I'd be horrified, but I would do it. If I had to swim in the open water like that and just like you say, like coming up to a shelf and then looking down and just seeing nothing but black, ooh.
Nothing.
That fucking makes me like my chest is tightening right now just talking about it. I have thalassophobia so bad.
Oh no.
Oh man. The reason I can't play fucking Subnautica half the time.
Oh. Also, medically I can't go scuba diving. So I'm gonna brag a little bit about my education again, but one of my gym classes I was able to take scuba. We actually had a pool in our high school, and you know, we did the whole scuba thing. We learned how to, like, you know, equalize pressure and, like, all the tests and all that stuff. And if you pass the written test, our teacher was PADI certified. He would take us out to open water and, you know, we'd get our certification. But you have to have your doctor sign off on it. And there's all of these questions, and one of the questions is, are you claustrophobic? And I am. As soon as you check yes to claustrophobia, you cannot go down.
Yeah. Exactly.
You cannot go down because there's no fast way up. If you freak out and you're 30 feet down, you still have to equalize, and you can't just rush up to the surface.
No. Too much, what is it?
The bends. You're,
No, what is in your blood that makes you, like, decompress violently?
Oh, I forget which... I want to say, like, nitrogen.
Yes, I think that's it.
I think it's nitrogen.
It's nitrogen. Yes, that's it.
So if you rise too fast, it'll, like, explode in your blood cells.
The nitrogen in your blood will just blow.
Yeah. So you have to slowly rise and chill out at 15 feet and then come up, and if you freak out, that's not a good place to be.
No. See, that's why I wouldn't be able to do it, because if I freaked out, one, I know all these things, so, like, I would try my absolute best to calm down, but if I was at the point of knowing I'm not calming, I'd just take my fucking mask off and just take a big fucking, just inhale as hard as I can.
That would be so painful.
You're damn right it would be, but...
That would be so painful. Like, drowning is one of my biggest fears.
I heard some people say it's a very pleasant way to go. Other people say it's like one of the harshest ways to die besides burning.
Have you ever, like, drank something and it went down the wrong pipe and you're coughing up and that burning sensation in your lungs?
Yep.
Yeah, that's drowning.
Yeah.
So that's not fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not for me. That's
Yeah.
not for me.
I'd rather go. I'd rather go to the. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say you guys had a pool in your school. We had fucking 2 sticks and a rock. All right.
Yeah, it wasn't normal. It was not normal at all. And actually, they're about to demolish the pool and turn it into something else because it's deteriorated so much that it's not salvageable, and the community is losing their fucking shit over it. So it's a whole thing.
Okay. But yeah, I'd rather go to the place where if massive decompression happens, I'd rather the air sucked out of my lungs than having water fill into my lungs.
Yeah, I think they say in space, like, between all of, like, the air being sucked out of you, you're dead in, like, 16 seconds, or at least unconscious, so you're not going to feel the death. Like, you're out very fast.
Yeah, I think it's about a minute, and you're dead.
Yeah.
If you... Apparently, I don't fucking know if this is true, but apparently if you exhale everything right beforehand, it's a lot less, like, I don't know. You're more likely to be able to be pulled back in and live, even though I highly doubt that's true.
I don't know if that's true, because I don't think that's true.
I don't think so either, because, yeah, your blood is just going to do some fucked up shit and you're screwed.
Yeah.
It's either way, it's not good.
You have basically 16 seconds. That's like... Actually, I looked this shit up. Hold on.
You're going to look it up? Okay.
We have a Google. We're going to Google.
We have a Google.
How long...
Also, Matt, for reference, if my video has been cutting out significantly, and you really want to keep my skipped video frames in, fuck it, do it. I really don't care. If it's gonna make for a good episode and we got some good stuff, then keep it in. Screw it.
Oh, I was almost right. So you'll pass out in 15 seconds because your blood is no longer sending oxygen into your brain, and 90 seconds after exposure, you're dead. So you have a minute and a half to come back in.
Okay, so
we were both pretty much right.
Okay. I thought I was kind of correct, but at the same time, I was questioning myself a lot there. Like, could you be pulled back in? I guess you could. I can't guarantee you'd be doing too good, but
and your blood can boil, so that's fun. But either way, you're unconscious in 15 seconds, so
yeah,
nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about.
I'd be taking a good look around in those 15 seconds and taking it all in as I'm suffering.
Yeah. Well, have you ever been put in a chokehold and put in a sleep hold?
Nope.
Okay, well, if you ever experience that, it's basically doing the same thing. It's like they're cutting off the oxygen supply to your brain. So I'm imagining it would feel just like that.
Yeah, I've never been choked out, so...
You should do it! It's an experience.
I'd rather not. I mean, I've been choked out, but not to the point of passing out.
I have. Martial arts is a fun place.
Oh, yeah. I was in Taekwondo.
Me too.
So, Taekwondo didn't do that for us.
Which belt did you get to?
Blue.
Oh, wow, you went farther than me. Okay.
Fuck. What's before blue?
Green?
I think I was green. Green with 2 blue stripes. One before blue.
I got to yellow, and then I moved on, so...
Yeah, I was close to blue, and then, yeah, I said fuck that, off topic, but yeah. But, I got some interesting stuff here. Now we get into the fun shit here. Get into the fun shit.
That wasn't the fun shit before?
Nah, now we get into the theories and conspiracies.
Oh, yes, the fun shit. Yes.
Now we get into the real good stuff. So, Are we alone?
Hell the fuck no.
You don't think so?
No. We can't be. I mean, I don't know if you've watched the movie Sphere, but like there's a line that says it best. Like, it would be an awful waste of space if we were it. Because there's so much out there.
I recognize that line, but I have not seen the film.
Yeah. Like,
And that it's true. It would be a fucking huge waste of space. But yeah, I
because we're just
agree.
one solar system in the Milky Way galaxy. And there's like billions of galaxies. If each galaxy had one solar system that sustained life, any kind of life, it doesn't have to be like something that we understand, just, something. Like, that would be incredible.
Yeah, and there definitely is.
There has to be.
Like, yeah, there has to be. We live on a fucking grain of sand, okay? Yeah. In the middle of nowhere. So
yeah.
I'm pretty confident when I say, yeah, I don't think we're alone.
And I'm gonna get a little controversial, but I'm gonna hopefully do it in like an okay way.
Nah, let's get controversial.
Well, I mean, you bring up religion and some people start to get a little unhappy, but even the people that believe in a higher power or God, that he created everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he created Earth, but why? Who's to say he didn't create something else out there as well? Like,
That's
if you
true.
believe that like God is the creator of all, why would he just stop with us?
That's true. That's true. I'm not much for okay, well my family is Catholic, or not or yeah, my family is Catholic. I am not. I believe that there is a higher power, possibly. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't go through all the religious things that everyone else goes through. I'm just like sitting off to the side. Like, I'm that guy sitting off to the side. That's just like, yeah, okay. Like, I kind of believe it, but not all of it.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of right there with you. Like, I don't believe in organized religion. I don't believe in dictating my life based on a book written by man. But I'm not going to completely discount the possibility that there's something higher out there, that is more involved than us. Like, maybe God is an alien. We don't know.
Could very well be.
Could be.
Geez, the amount of paintings and everything else, like, over the centuries, like, that depict craft and everything else is just well beyond technology ever came around.
Mm-hmm.
But there's these old ass paintings, people sitting there painting fucking spaceships and shit. So, like, I don't know. Like, either they seen some shit or they just got a really creative imagination for back then. I'm gonna lean towards they've seen some shit.
I'm more inclined as well. Like, who built the pyramids? I think it was like Easter Egg Island with those big statues. Like, how did they get there? Like, there's so many things that we just can't explain.
Easter Island.
Whatever. You know what I meant. Easter Egg Island sounds better. Okay.
It kind of does, to be fair.
You knew what I meant, though.
Yeah, I did.
See, my education was only okay. It was only okay.
My education was terrible.
Oh my god.
Shit. Easter Island, is super, super fascinating. I love that. I love Easter Island. And yeah, the pyramids, I've always wanted to check them out. And why don't they let people, like, what was so secretive at the fucking top that they got rid of the top, for one?
Oh, it was like, it actually like created energy. Like, I think they were saying if they put the capstone back on the pyramids, like, you could charge like everything in the world with it. Like, it was actually had like energy to it.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick. Literally, I always tell myself that reality is a lot weirder than science fiction will ever be.
Yeah.
Period. Like, our minds can come up with some crazy stuff, not as crazy as what reality has already given us.
But here we're gonna blow your mind right now. What is reality?
Oh, fuck.
We're going to the real things. What is reality? Like, what is perception? Is my perception more real than your perception? Like, how does that work? Is dreaming, are we going to like another plane of existence, or is that all in our brain? Like, these things, we don't have answers to them. We don't know.
I would really like to know the answer for dreaming,
Yeah.
because holy shit.
I've had some vivid ass dreams, and I've revisited dreams. Like,
Oh yeah,
I've revisited
same.
whole worlds of dreams, and it's like, what the
Yep.
hell? So,
Same. Like, literally the same thing though. Like, I'll have a dream 1 week and it's like completely mind-blowing, and then next week I'll have the same dream but it's continuing.
mhm.
It's just a continue, and then it just keeps going and going. And for some reason in my dreams, I'm always on this planet at a cliff, and there's water or something down below, but there's always something strange around. There's always something strange around, and I can't even really remember enough to it. I can't even explain it. But I'm always at this cliffside somewheres, and it just, things are just weird.
I think you have to visit. You're supposed to visit that place. I think that place exists, and you're supposed to visit it.
Well, if it exists, it's Ireland. Because it literally feels like I'm at the cliffs, like the big ass cliffs in Ireland. You know what like, have you ever
Yeah.
seen the cliffs there? That's what it
I've seen
feels like.
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've only seen pictures too, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Just big open field behind me, and then just massive cliffs below me. And I'm just staring out. Sometimes I'm flying. Have you flown in your dreams?
I have. I've actually flown through space. Like, it was freaky, but like I don't know, like, it was weird. I didn't have a body per se. It was just kind of my consciousness, but like, I was flowing through space.
Okay.
It was very weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
How many lucid dreams have you had, or have you had any lucid dreams?
Too many to count. Too many to
Okay.
count.
Nice. They're so cool.
They're cool, but they're also like terrifying as well.
Not for me.
Well, here's the problem. So, and you could make the argument that it was medically induced, or like you could make the argument that like the medicine just kind of shut down the part of my brain that protects itself from these things. But when I started my thyroid medication, part of it, I started having very, very vivid dreams, lucid dreams that I could not wake up from. I was aware of everything that was going on, and like in my brain I could say like, I don't want to be here, I need to wake up, but I couldn't wake up. And
Yeah.
like everything that was happening felt like it was real.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was all scary.
I've had nightmares like that where it's just either monsters or messed up shit. People literally getting slaughtered all around me, and it's just so real. And I'm running for my fucking life.
Oh my god.
And then yeah. But then I stop and I'm like, I'm dreaming right now. And then that's when everything just takes a complete 180, and then all of a sudden nothing is around anymore. I'm suddenly outside, and then I'm like, all right, now I can do what I want. And then I'm like, all right, time to fly.
Oh my god,
Gone.
I'm jealous.
And then yeah, gone. Or start jumping like the Hulk. I'll fucking super jump. Like that right there, actually, probably one of the coolest like dreams that I had was jumping like the Incredible Hulk, like jumping insane distances and just hitting the ground, landing, everything smashing around me, and then just take one big leap again and gone. That was one of the coolest dreams I think I've ever had.
That's
it was
cool.
awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
jealous that you can like kind of control your dreams. I never have control over what's going on in my dreams.
I've had, I'd say up to 10 where I could control it. I'd like more because they're awesome. But
Yeah.
beggars can't be choosers. So,
All right. So here's a crazy question for you. Have you ever
all right.
shared a dream with somebody?
Mm, no,
I have.
I would like to experience that though. That sounds fucking awesome. So
And
what
not
happened?
necessarily that we were in the same dream like together, but like my sister and I when we were little, um, we each, had a dream, went on with our lives, and then like we just randomly like said, "Hey, I had this crazy dream last night." And like I started to tell what was happening in the dream, and then she finished the dream. Like she said what happened in the rest of the dream, and like then we realized we both had the same fucking dream.
That's cool.
Like that
That
was weird and creepy.
that's really cool. I really really like that. That's super interesting.
Yeah.
Also, pause. Pause on podcast before my bladder explodes.
Oh my god.
2 seconds.
Oh. See, I was smart. I peed before. Oh, my bladder sucks so much. I pee when I hit go live, and then I pee before I go from the starting screen to the main screen. You do all the peeing before.
Okay, I'm not dying anymore. Sweet.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I got something in my eye though. All right, we're good. Where were we?
Talking about dreams, shared dreams. Oh, also, crazy thing. So,
Yeah.
and like why I mentioned, like, I think that your dream, the cliff and everything is a place that you need to go. I had dreams when I was younger, of places that I had never seen before. And then, like, 10, 15 years later, I found those places.
Okay. That's actually happened to me too. Um, I can't remember where it was at or what I was doing, but yeah, the exact same thing happened to me. Dreamt about it and then just, someday ended up there and I was like, wait, wasn't I here before? No,
Yeah.
this is my first time here. What the fuck? And then you think back and it's like, I dreamt about this. What the fuck? And then you're like, okay, what's happening here? I love it.
So, yeah, I
It's
think that
super
dreams
interesting.
are. Dreams definitely mean more than we give them credit for.
I think so too. Honestly, I really do. So, now I want to get into shit that has been seen and or possibly not seen. Uh, Actually, let's start off with you for one, and I want to ask, um, do you believe in the paranormal?
I do. And I have experiences to back it up.
Okay.
I have lots of experiences, which is why like horror shit freaks me the fuck out because like I believe all of it is true.
See, I'm on the fence where I believe, but I really, really, really push it to the back of my head to not want to believe because it scares me shitless.
Of course, that's why.
Scares me shitless. I'll take aliens before I take some ghosts, okay?
Well, yeah, because aliens are like kind of out there. Ghosts are here.
Yeah.
They're here, and I think it also goes hand in hand with that perception and reality thing. Like what are we? What is our brain able to perceive? And I do believe that like some people just can perceive
True.
that more than others.
True. Actually, that's a very fucking valid point. I'm not gonna lie. That is a very valid point.
But thank you.
I never thought about it like that. That's really cool. Actually. Because yeah, like I've never had any experiences with that. But I've had experiences with space stuff. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. You went a little weird, but you're good now.
Every monitor on my computer just shut off.
Oh, that's fun. You're just having all kinds of issues today.
I can't see anything. My webcam's still on. Hello. Am I still recording?
Move your mouse. Move your mouse. Click somewhere.
There we go. She all came back, but it all went, wow, everything just went super wonky. Anyways, continuing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had any experiences with anything paranormal. Actually, holy fuck. Okay. I've had one, and I am so glad that I don't fully remember it. I guess when I was really young, when I was a little kid, like 5 years old or something like that, I guess I woke up in the middle of the night and there was somebody standing at the end of my bed. And I guess it scared me so much that I started screaming. My mother came in the room and everything, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I told her, and she was freaked the fuck out. And I didn't remember it, and then years later, she told me, she's like, "Do you remember the time that you woke up one night and you told me that there was a man standing at the end of your bed?" I was like, "No. The fuck do you mean?" Like, don't scare me. Fuck. It's like, I'm older now, but still, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Scared the shit out of me. So I try to keep that suppressed to the back of my head as much as possible. But yeah, I'll take some aliens over some ghosts any day.
So I have
Pick me up.
3 stories of paranormal stuff that I can share.
All right.
The first will start when I was young, probably like 6, 7, 8-ish. It was me and my sister. We were home alone, and like my mom and dad had gone out to run errands and stuff. And this was, back in the day where leaving your kids at home alone wasn't a big deal.
Exactly.
So like we both heard the front door open and close, and we thought it was just them coming back. So we like went out to go see. There was nobody there except for a puff of smoke. We told my mom about it later, and she was just like, "Oh my god, I think that was my father." Like, because her father had passed away, like, years ago. But apparently, like, she said, after it happened, that he'd always appeared to them as just, a puff of smoke, because he used to smoke all the time. So, like, she thought that he was coming to kind of, like, watch over us while she was out. The second time...
That's cool and creepy.
Cool and creepy. Like, I never felt scared when, like, that happened. That's
a good sign.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. Yeah.
It was always like benevolent type of stuff.
Yeah.
Another time happened, I was in high school. A friend had died of cancer, and like I was a mess. I was just basically like crying in class all day. I should have just stayed home. But there was a point in time where I was sitting in class just like absolutely distraught, and I felt a hand on my shoulder. And then, like, a wave of calm. And I looked around, I thought maybe, like, one of my classmates was just consoling me and stuff. There was nobody there.
Ooh.
So I think she was just kind of, like, coming around and checking on everyone and just being like, I'm okay. And then...
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
And then the third, my sister and I when we shared a bedroom when we were younger, we had a clock, but we didn't set an alarm or anything. Like, the time wasn't even set, so it couldn't have, like, been accidentally set or whatever. And the alarm went off. And then we heard giggling. Like, so there was this little girl, like, just fucking around with us, turning our alarm on.
Gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'd be looking around, I'd be like, fuck off! Come on!
We basically said that, just like, go to bed. Go away. So I definitely think my family is a little bit more sensitive to that kind of stuff. And I'm grateful that I haven't felt anything like truly malevolent
Yeah,
Um,
that would be shit your pants, horrifying. I don't think it like if anything like that happened to me where it was bad, I I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I
yeah,
really don't. Like that's really sketch.
yeah. But like just certain stuff like that, just I totally believe.
I guess it's the fear of the unknown that that always gets a person. And to me that is, it's definitely unknown for me. But yeah, creeps me the hell out. What what I'm sorry, continue. What were you going to say?
No. I was just gonna say like that. That is why I choose not to play the horror, the ghosty horror stuff like Phasmophobia, because I do believe that there are things. There are spirits among us,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I like to
All right.
think that the ones that can interact with us don't mean us harm. So I'm gonna keep that belief as long as I can.
That's a good way. That's a good way to do it. It's a good way to do it. Also, like I want to say that uh like this episode is just strictly banter. We're screwing around here. Nobody's picking any sides here
Oh yeah.
because like I don't know, like if somebody told me a story like you just did, obviously, like I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I'm not gonna sit there and judge them and be like, no, that's not real. That didn't happen. I hate people like that. It's like just shut up and take it in,
Well, I think,
pretty
and
much.
it's I feel sad for them though because like their brain and their perception can't experience it.
Just can't handle it.
Yeah. Or I mean, it could be also that you do have the ability to sense, but because you were so freaked out when you're younger, your brain just had to protect itself and like kind of shut down that part that sees it.
True.
The
True.
brain is
That's
fascinating and like
the
there's
brain.
so much.
The brain is very fascinating. Now, which leads me into uh anything space related. Have you ever looked up and seen anything a little funky?
I have
Something
not, and I'm sad
something that
about it.
should really.
Yeah. Well, here's also the problem. I think I live in an area where um there's so much like light pollution.
Mm,
There's
yeah.
no way to really like see the fun stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I would hate that. I would hate that. I still to this day I will go outside and scan the night sky when it's clear for anything.
Yeah.
Anything that I can see that catches my eye that doesn't seem normal, I like it. I like it.
Well,
Which segues which segues into the half of the shit that I have fucking seen in my lifetime.
see, I'm jealous of the shit you've seen. Tell the people, what have you seen?
Multiple things. I would say the first time that I actually really seen anything or experienced anything, I was outside having a smoke. It was nighttime. I was overlooking the lake, very calm night, beautiful, and this really bright light came out of nowheres and was like almost like it was coming in my direction, and it was getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and it was super bright. And then in like a flick, it just took a right turn and gone, fucked off. And I was blown away ever since. I was like, what was that? Like, wasn't a plane, wasn't a jet, wasn't a satellite, wasn't a comet. Shit don't make fucking right angle turns in space. Okay? Shit that's normal do not take hard turns in space nor stop directly. So that would be the first time I had seen something. Um oh my gosh, now I'm remembering another time too. With a friend and my uncle, actually. We were driving through the woods in the wintertime, and we came out to this clearing, and this huge green orb flew over us and over the tree line, and it was big. It was not small. And my uncle, like, we were all like, what was that? What was that? And my uncle was like, oh, it must have been a satellite. And me and my friend looked at each other and we were like, that was not a fucking satellite. Like, no way in hell. No way. But the creepiest, which would be, I wasn't gonna, whatever, I don't even fucking care. The creepiest would be the video that I took that I sent you and Matt. And that night, I literally thought that I was gonna die
That's crazy.
because there was there was so much there there was so many things, like I'm talking like 80 balls of light, if not more, all flying really low, really fast, and flying like bugs would, like swarming each other, but moving forward at the same. Like, I was sketched. Like, I called my mother afterwards. I was shaking. I didn't know what to do. I thought I was fucked. I thought I was dead. I called my friend up right afterwards. And this part I couldn't get on video. But I called my friend and I told him, dude, I just seen something. You got to get up here right now. You got to drive to me right now. He's like, well, what did you see? And I told him. He's like, I'm on my way. So he's driving. I'm like, stay on the phone with me, man. Like, I'm fucking horrified right now. So he's on the phone with me, and I look up and I see 3 points of light. You know, they just look like stars. And I'm looking and I'm looking, and finally, these 3 points of light triangle starts to rotate and move slowly across the sky. And I was just like, oh my God, oh my God. I was like, dude, you gotta get here now. You gotta get here. Like, I'm losing it. I was like, it's fucking coming towards you. It was literally flying in the direction of him that he was coming to me. I was like, dude, like, stop the car. Get out. Do anything. I was like, it's coming towards you. Like, I was freaking out. He didn't see that. Like, and it was fucking massive. I'd say, if I had to judge scale here, I'd say, like, bigger than a football field.
Damn.
So, pretty fucking big. And you couldn't see anything except for those 3 points of light. That was it. But they were rotating and they were moving across the sky. Like, perfectly. So that was super fucking weird. And finally, my friend gets to where I'm at, and he's driving down the canal, down the road, and all those balls of light that I seen the first time that scared the shit out of me decide to come back. They come back and they fly over again, and I'm screaming to my friend, stop the fucking car, get out of the car. He locks up the brakes solid, he gets out of the car, we both got out of the car. And, yeah, and he seen it too. And then he started shaking, and he got really scared. And he called his parents. He didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. That was probably the coolest. No, that was the scariest day of my life. That was the scariest day of my life right there. Because I 100% thought I was dead. Coolest day of my life. I was with an ex-girlfriend now. And we were taking an old road home. And there's an overpass at a certain point. And I thought we were at the overpass. Like, I thought I seen, like, tail lights going over the overpass. We weren't near the overpass. It's just this red light and then 3 lights. And I'm like, well, what is that? So I stopped the car, and then whatever it was stops too. Stops moving completely. And it's maybe, I don't know, 50 feet away from us. Tree height. And it starts slowly coming towards us. And my ex at the time was not a believer at all. Like, not at all. And she was seeing this, and she was so scared, she was pretty near curled up, like, trying to get in the back seat, telling me to back up and run. Like, drive away, get us out of there. Backed up, almost put the car in the ditch from being in such a panic, and couldn't turn around, so I said, fuck it, I'm flooring it, right underneath it. And as I was flooring it underneath it, all I could do was look up in astonishment, and it was just one red light in the middle and three white lights formed as a triangle on the outside, and it was tree height, and I could actually see physical matter this time. It wasn't just see-through. I could see it was something. But obviously I wasn't getting out of the car, and neither was she. She was screaming at me to get us the fuck out of there. If I would have had a choice and she wouldn't have been there, I think I would have stopped and got out of the car. I'm not even joking. I was so fascinated by that. And I don't know how I wasn't scared of it, considering that was the closest anything has ever been to me, that I didn't know what it was. But I was just lured in and just fascinated. And that memory will never leave me. That will forever stick with me. People can believe me and not believe me. I don't give a crap. I can die happy with the shit that I have seen in my lifetime already. Straight up. I've seen shit that people in their 80s will never see. Like, so I'm happy. I'm very happy.
That's cool and scary, and I'm kind of sad that you didn't, like, stop and get closer, because I want to know what it is.
If there was any getting... Oof, it makes me think, though, if I would have stopped, what would have happened, because it was fucked up. And she was, like, my girlfriend at the time, she was like, oh, it's a helicopter. I thought it was a car at first, and I was like, no, it's a plane. Then it stopped. And I was like, oh, fuck. All right, it's not a plane. Maybe a helicopter. I rolled down the window. Not a fucking sound. No sound. She's like, it's got to be a helicopter or a drone or something. I'm like, drones and helicopters make noise.
Lots of noise.
Lots of noise.
Drones are loud as fuck.
This was completely silent. And as soon as I said that, as soon as I rolled down the window, I was like, it's not making any noise. What the fuck is this? It started moving towards us. And that's when she started to panic. And I was just like, oh, fuck. Now you're making me panic.
Okay,
What's
so
happening?
That either could have been the coolest experience ever, or you would have been dead. There's, like, no in between.
Yeah, it was the coolest. That was hands down the coolest thing that I've ever witnessed. That and all the things with my old friend at the canal and stuff like that. Like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind more that I got a fucking video of it on an iPhone 7, which is I don't know how the fuck I pulled it off. I don't know how it picked any of it up, but I got it. And for those watching the podcast or listening, yeah, I got a video. I got videos. Are people gonna believe me? Probably not.
Here's the thing.
Nope.
Like, people forget, and I think they did it when they did it because everyone was distracted. But, like, the government basically admitted that there's been, like, all the sightings are real.
Yeah.
Like, all those videos that they poo-pooed, like, they're like, oh, yeah, no, that was a UFO, whatever. I'm like, nobody paid attention to it.
Like, here's all this declassified fucking Pentagon footage of fucking UFOs, and everybody's just like, nah, it's fake. It's fake. And it's just like, you guys are you've been thrown way too far down the rabbit hole. You're never coming back. You're fucked.
Yeah, which is probably why they did it, because people drank the Kool-Aid, they don't believe anything anymore, and they're just like, oh, well, okay, well, we told you the truth, here's the information, and then people said, nah, fuck it. Like, what the hell?
Pretty much. I don't know if you've ever seen the picture. There was a picture on Google Maps, or Google Earth, rather, sorry, and what made it so absolutely insane, and you could probably look it up to this day, is there was a contrail. You know what a contrail is?
No.
Or a chemtrail, contrail. A contrail is the trail that a plane or a jet leaves behind.
Oh, okay, cool.
Chemtrail being the same thing, except it's chemicals that they're fucking spraying in the air.
Right, okay.
So, there you go. Anyways, there was a contrail from the South Pole to the North Pole in a complete straight line with no wind dissipation or anything at all. And a satellite picked it up.
I'm looking at it right now, 13,000 miles long.
That's kind of fucked up.
Huh.
That's some fucked up shit.
Something did a flyby.
Something went from pole to pole real fucking fast. Real fucking fast. Nothing that we fucking got can do that, I'll tell you. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Nothing we know about.
I was gonna say, honestly, we probably got enough reverse engineered shit by now, probably. You must, do you know who Bob Lazar is? Oh man, I could go on about fucking this shit forever.
I don't know who Bob Lazar is.
He's a very famous whistleblower from Area 51.
Ah, okay.
And I guess he, worked on a lot of the tech and trying to help, what was the word I just used? Reverse engineer.
Yeah.
They were trying to reverse engineer the captured crafts and whatever. And I watched a video like of a body analysis person and whatever, like watching all of his interviews and whatever. And every interview he's been like, it's been the same stories. It's all credible. And the body language expert was like, I fully believe that this man is telling the truth. Like, he's not lying. So, yeah, I've watched so much stuff. Really fucking cool thing that he said, you know, the typical disc UFO.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they don't fly through space like we depicted in movies and stuff. They don't fly with the they don't fly straight. The disc is pointed up, and because there's no wind resistance, because there's no air in space, there's no resistance, so it tilts upwards. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it flies like that, and then when it enters an atmosphere, it levels off because it's in atmosphere. Which I thought was fascinating as hell. That's really cool to me. But there's so much stuff in space that fascinates me. I could go on forever with the amount of crap that I've seen, and then all the extensive research that I've done after seeing all this shit. I'm a firm believer that we're not alone.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I'm a firm believer in the fact that shit's already here. Just kind of taking a look. Look at these stupid fucking things. The fuck are these dumbasses doing? Pretty much.
They're doing experiments. They're observing the chaos from afar.
They're just waiting for all the nukes to start flying. That's probably what they're waiting for. Look at these dumb apes. Look at them.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past like Earth being like a social experiment. Like, let's put this in their midst and see what happens. Because like so much craziness has happened in the world. Like,
that is, yeah, I could see that. If you were a higher power, say if we were the technological ones, and we found, I don't know, just apes. We found a planet with apes, but we didn't know that they were apes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
What would we do? We would probably sit back, observe, maybe toss in a stick or something or whatever every now and again just to see what happens. So why wouldn't something else do that? So yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. They're probably just sitting there like, yeah, toss some shit at them and see what happens. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see whose brains crack under the pressure when they when they see us, basically.
Well, just
I know
like
I fucking did one night.
You introduce this variable into a group of people, and how do they react? What do they do?
My monitors just shut off again. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
But yeah,
I have a feeling we're failing this experiment colossally.
No, this is a great experiment. This is going fucking perfect.
No, we're about to destroy ourselves. So, pretty sure we're failing.
No, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Besides the 16 alerts that I see on my recording due to frame rate drop. Like I said, but I think it's calmed down. Matt, use the footage. I don't care. They'll get my audio. My video will cut back into normal eventually, as it has been. Let's yeah. I got shitty internet, everybody, at the moment. So yeah.
He better use the video. I put on clothes for this. So
yeah, he better use the fucking video. It's right, damn it.
Oh, Matt, we love you.
We do. I just gave him a death stare in the camera, so.
Excuse me. Oh my God.
Are you gonna live?
I'm gonna live. Okay, I'm taking my
good.
meds. We're good. Eventually my cough will go away just in time for me to get sick again.
My fucking nose is itchy. Okay, I'm good.
Oh, but this was a fun little happiness today. We gotta do more of these, I think. Less structured, more just shooting the shit.
I agree. This was actually a really fucking fun episode. Like, I've been fully intrigued this entire time. Like, I don't know. I love just discussing these things. It's just so fascinating. So fascinating to me.
Well, I think because it's also that thing that, like, there's no definitive answer for, so it's just like...
yeah. Yes.
We're never gonna know, but we can always talk about.
I mean, could be a day where we actually do know. But,
if an alien landed on Earth, the masses would find a way to, like, discredit it. Like...
I think everybody would be in mass panic. I don't think we're ready yet. It would be mass panic.
Yeah.
Every fucking hillbilly would be outside with a fucking shotgun shooting into the sky, sketching balls.
No, that's true. That's definitely true.
There's no way. People would lose it. Fucking, we would fall. Everything would crumble. So, pretty sure the governments know what's up. They just know that the rest of the world isn't prepared. Because, yeah. Like I said, I got really fucking scared that night, but I held it together because I have an open mind. And, I know satellites and comets don't do this in the fucking air. Okay?
Yeah.
That's you couldn't see what I was doing, but it was ziggy zaggies, okay? that shit don't happen in space.
It's funny. So I don't know how much you follow American military nonsense. But when Trump was in office, one thing he made sure he did before he left was establish Space Force.
Yeah.
And my friends and I were just like, okay, either he just wants something to put his name on, or he really knows some shit, and we're gonna be grateful for this in the future. Like,
I'd say regardless, we're gonna have a Space Force regardless at some point in time. Like, the Artemis missions are circling the moon soon. Somebody said in my chat, Mission 1 is unmanned around the moon. Mission 2 would be manned around the moon. And I can't remember what Mission 3 was, but I think Mission 4 was landing back on the moon. Which, one thing I want to say before we end this episode, we've been to the moon in the 70s and shit, blah blah blah. How come we have not been to the moon since?
Because it's too expensive.
They said that we lost the technology to be able to get to the moon. That was NASA's fucking explanation at one point. I'll be
Yeah, no,
lost with
we all know it was
technology.
full of shit. We all know that was full of shit.
And right, it was full of shit. They were definitely still sending people to the moon, and we just didn't know. That, or we just haven't gone back to the moon for a very good reason, because fuck knows what else is on the moon. Fuck knows. Along with one more thing, Google Moon. Have you ever seen that?
No.
That is actually pretty cool. And there was one set of coordinates on the moon that looked exactly like a hangar bay. And it was lit up like a hangar, like for craft. And that one picture circulated a lot. And that was really cool. So, yeah, I don't know. That and Gene Cernan and all of them, they let part of their lander crash into the moon. I don't know if you've heard about this, but when they did that, I guess the moon rang like a bell and reverberated the vibrations like multiple times. Like the vibrations went around the moon like 4 or 5 times.
Huh.
Before it stopped, indicating possibly that the moon is artificial. But you know, that's another conspiracy. So many conspiracies. So many.
I gotta start looking at the news again, cause that's all some crazy shit.
I just YouTube this shit, and I just find the most credible things that I can find that draws my attention, even if it's fake. I don't care. I really don't. Like, anything that gives me ideas of what might be out there or what could be or anything, it really draws me in. It really fascinates me because, again, we're living on a grain of sand in the middle of fucking nowhere. So I just think there's no way in hell we're alone. So again, I know we're not. The fucking shit that I have seen. If that was people, all right, fuck you for scaring the shit out of me with your reverse engineered bullshit. Okay, you fucking assholes. That's all I gotta say. And if it wasn't human, I can die happy.
Oh man.
Good times.
Craziness, man, craziness. I just googled this Google Moon thing, and that's cool as fuck.
Yeah. There's so many cool things that I looked up after seeing so much fucked up shit. Like I said, I could go on for hours, but probably not the best idea for Matt.
We will revisit this again on a future episode.
Yeah, I was going to say we can revisit in the future at some point. Maybe if there's enough interest. If people are like, oh, I want to hear some more.
I want to hear in the comments. Everyone sound off. Tell your stories. I want to hear them.
Yes. Oh, yes, for sure. I want to, put something down in the comments. Whether you believe it or not, you can rip into me, rip into us, whatever. I don't even care. But if somebody's got a cool story, drop it. Drop it down below if you're on YouTube, because I'm very curious, for sure. So, shall we end ourselves off here, I guess?
Yeah, it seems like a good place to stop it. Yeah,
been going, average, hour 15. Nice. Yeah. Matt's gonna be like, fuck. It was supposed to be an hour.
Whatever. He'll live. He'll live.
Yeah. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. All right. Well, we're gonna end it here, I guess. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. To those who are just listening, on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever platform you guys may be on, thank you for listening. If you're on YouTube, we got ourselves our pretty faces on camera now. So, glad you see us. Happy to see us. And yeah, hopefully you guys had a good time and enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to like it on all the platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. What else are we on here? What else are we on now?
oh my god, my brain. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all the things. Those are, I think, the three major ones.
Those are the three major. I could have swore there was another one, but I think my brain's just melting right now.
Mine too.
But, but yes, be sure to leave a like, leave that 5-star, and hopefully you guys had a fun time here, chitting and chatting with us. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the next episode. Since from now on, I guess we're doing video. Yeah?
Yep. We're all set for videos now.
There you go. So it'll be both audio and video format from now on. So hopefully everybody had a fantastic time and enjoyed. And for those of you on YouTube that are watching, hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Have yourselves a fantastic day or night, or whatever it may be where you guys are at. Bye, everybody.
Bye.